Okay, let's open this one. So you design your report and this is becoming data model. That means if you go here, you can see the queries. So what you do is like if you have to create a new one, data model, you click here and why I'm not able to do it? Go back to me, Papa. Go. এখানে বসে না ওই সোফাতে গিয়ে দেখো যে সোফাতে why I'm not able to do the data model? Oh, one second. We have to do the drawings here. Like if you click on this, I'm not sure why I'm not able to do. If you do like this, means the drawing, it will open up this one. You put your query here, you press OK, this automatically gets generated.
Okay.
Like in this query, these are the columns you have. And if you click on these columns, you can see the XML tag. Okay? So for us, we don't have to do any changes on this report. If we have to do, these columns get generated from the query. Okay? And you can have some formula columns here, like this one, which is called CF. You see, the column type is formula. You have a PL SQL to write here. So that means this is means you are deriving some logic for this column. It's not in the query, but it is in the report. Sometimes it happens, right? That you need some PL SQL to derive. Like only one SQL query will not give you the data.
Right.
Okay. So in that case, you create these formula columns and you pull the data, and it's in the report. It's a report column. It's not a query column. Okay. And you have the XML tag here. So that's a basic thing. You have a data model. You have parameters to run. Some parameters are custom. Some parameters can be user parameters. Some are user. You can assign them. Like the way you have form triggers, you have report triggers too, which gets called in the sequence. Before parameter, like if you have to run some report, you can have some parameters, right? I want only for this organization, or I want only for this customer, or only for this supplier, the invoices, or I want the report is on supplier details, so I want the details of this supplier. So before you enter the detail into the parameters, this before parameter gets triggered. If you need something to perform before the parameters are triggered, you have to write some code here. After parameter is after you enter the parameter, this parameter will get triggered. This means this code. Before report, like you can see that before report means before the actual SQL is executed for the report, this trigger will be fired. And you can see here that one of the parameter they are assigning, they are getting the data for the master org, and they are assigning into this parameter, which has been maybe used in the query. Okay? Between pages is actually, it is even before I came to this industry, Oracle used to have the layout within this RDF. But nowadays it's separate. It's not through this tool. Okay? So that time it was used, but now it is not used. It's obsolete now. After report is After the SQL is generated, the report query is extracted, it will do after report trigger. So after report, sometime when we design it like this, when you have a very big volume of data, like huge means lines, or you have very complicated logics to get the data, what we do is like after parameter we call a package, and in the package it will insert data into some staging table, and in report we just do select star from staging table. Okay. And once you get the data, you don't need any data into the staging table anymore because report is generated. So after report, you delete it from the staging table.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. Just an idea how this triggers works. Okay, this is how you can use. Or you can use also to derive few values based on parameters you can use. Or after report, once the report is generated, you want to email it to somebody. You can write it in the after report. You call a program in after report which will email the report output to that email address. So these are the things we can use for triggers. Triggers are very important for reports and the data model. And we also use some of the functions like CF columns or formula columns, right? So when you create a CF, it creates a program unit here. So you can see all those here. Okay, and then once you have done all the changes, we have a compiling option here. Yeah, compile all. So when you do compile all, this RDF file gets generated. Sorry, RDX file gets generated. Okay. And once we are done developing this report, we have to put this file into server. Okay, I'll show you that. So we go to, let's say we have this report. What was this report? Yeah. This is AR invoice report. So we have to create this report. When we create concurrent program, we put some application here. Right?
Oh, so we got to go to that directory?
Yes. So I'll show you one thing today. I'm not sure if I've shown you that or not, because today is only for training. We are not working, so I have some time. Which one? Okay, let's see this one only, the same program. Okay, which report output I showed you so that you can connect to it. This one. Yeah, this is the one. You see, we have given it in application is year receivables, right?
Yeah.
So we copy this. Then we have this application. Sorry, I don't know the navigation. Yeah. So you search your application here, and it gives you the base path. You can see this?
Yes.
So you copy this. I know you don't have this access. I'll give you this access. Okay?
Okay.
I would suggest to get yourself one, because Bridge created one for himself. So I'll forward you the emails whom to contact to create one for yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Better to have your own. Because if you mess up something, I won't get fired.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, you should. Yes, you should. Usually we are not given this type of access where we have to do this sudo user. Sudo means we are changing it to some other user. We are given an access where you have direct access to the folders. But here they didn't give us. I don't know why. Directly or indirectly we have the access. Still they don't give us the access. Yeah, so we came into server. So you saw that we have this, right? CD, do you know little bit of these Unix commands or anything?
Yeah. How to navigate into the files
CDD,
and
you know, right? CD,
yeah.
CD means we are going to that directory. So I copy, this was so you have to put a dollar because it's a variable. So CD dollar, that base path. Now if you pwd will give you the path, right? So this is the path. So if you see, it's xxar, right? That means this file should be placed in xxar folder. Okay, this is how you get to know. Which you have to know first when you're doing any program development or any development, which application you are registering that program. That means the actual executable file, that is RDF or forms. Forms also we develop, right? So you have to put in that base top path. Okay, if you go to this path, so you have, for placing the files, you need WinSAP into the server, right? So we go to this path. And you can see there are many folders. So for forms, you have this folder. For reports, you have this folder. And bean is used for control file or any host file used. Okay? You got it, right?
Yep, I got it.
For us, it's report. So we go to this. And we have to place our file here. So all the RDFs which are custom made is in this path. And the RDF which are developed by actually Oracle will be in AR. So in AR you will have all the standard one, which will not have any XX in it. So sometimes you have a requirement like you have to develop something which is similar to the standard one. I just need a column extra. So what we do, we get the RDF of the standard one from here. We rename it with XX and then do the changes and put that XX file into the custom XXAR path and register concurrent program over it. Am I giving too much information?
That last part I didn't understand. About changing the name.
That's actually what you have to do here. So let's say we have a standard report, right? Which standard report means which is provided by Oracle. Okay? Because Oracle has provided a lot of reports which is actually used by business. But for business, they said that this report is as per my requirement, but I need a column extra.
Okay.
So you cannot do change into the standard files directly. It's not recommended. Because if you do that, Oracle will not give you support in case his form is not working or report is not working. So if you want to have a custom column or something customized on the standard program or standard report, you have to do it on the copy of that report and create a new version of that report, renaming it to whatever you want, and then put it into the custom top, which is for AR, like we have a standard top, right? AR. So if you see here, we went to XXAR, right? We should have a similar AR top without XX. So that's where, see, that's AR. And this is XXAR. So anything customized thing you have to do it under the custom application only.
Okay.
And you have to have your all files there. It's also best practice. If you do it in Oracle, standard path, standard report, everything will work in Oracle. But the only thing is you'll create a mess because you don't have the standard copy anymore. And if you have something not working in the report, if you have to connect Oracle support to support their files, because anything which is provided by Oracle, Oracle needs to support it. And anything which is customized, then the customized for people, whoever doing the customized, or some other company who is giving support for the custom objects for that company, that they need to have segregated everything differently. So that this is the best practice, which is we do here. Okay, till this point you got some idea what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So now we will go to the custom report, and I'll show you how you register it. I'm talking about register, right? So we have our RDF. So we will take one of the RDF here. Let's say this one, okay? So copy this. Now you are done with your development file. Now you have to register this report in Oracle. So I go here. My first step will be executable for report. Okay? And I come to this screen. I have to create a new record because this is already developed. So you see, you have to have this name exactly same as this one without extension. So this executable will know from application that I have to go to this path, right? And I need to get this file. How do we know we have to go to reports and US? By the executable method. It says Oracle report. So Oracle report knows, Oracle knows I have to go to application this path, XXAR top, and I have to go to report folder because the executable is report. And which file I need to get? This file. You got the connection?
Yep, got it.
And now this executable needs to be called from a concurrent program, right? So I create a concurrent program with this is as my executable. And if it is a report and you are not and you have this PDF or Excel output, you have to see this is output format is XML. I told you, right, in report, this actually generates the data in XML format.
Okay.
So you know that which column is generating in which XML tag will have which data. You can change it manually if you want. And I think you know this, you have the parameters here, right? And how do this report know which parameter to use what? So if you see here some parameters, token, this is exactly the parameter name should be used in your query. Okay?
Okay.
So when you execute this query with the parameters value which is provided by when the user is running it, it gives like say I want data for 2 days. So here will be a parameter like how many days, and you create a token like p_how_days. So p_how_days should be used in this query, so it will know which parameter, which value should be used.
Okay.
So as many as parameter you want, you can have it here.
Potty.
Potty papa potty. Go Korit, go. Okay. So till this point you are good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Now you created the concurrent program, but you need to have access. You don't want each and every user or each and every responsibility should have access. You know how to assign concurrent program to responsibilities, right?
So that only certain no, I haven't done that yet.
Okay. Let's go and assign this. So let's say I'm telling you that you go, man. Sorry, Rafet.
It's okay.
Okay. So I'm telling you that when you create a concurrent program, so I want it to be accessed through NMC AS setup host. Okay. Only this responsibility should have access to this guy. I'm outside. So let's go to System Administrator. Security, responsibility, search the responsibility. Oh, I haven't done F11, sorry. You have the responsibility and you have a request group here. So you copy this request group, go through the request, query it, and then add your report here. You have to say it's a program or request set, and you add your report here, and it will have the access. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I think I have told you the whole report cycle. If I tell you to develop a report now, so what are the steps?
So first we just have to look at our the data block. We got to see what kind of information we're trying to pull from the database so that we could fill the report. And then once we do that, we look at the code in case we need to pull anything else that's extra that might be needed in the report. If everything's good, we look at the triggers just so we know what's getting pulled at what time. We compile. Once we have that, we have to put it onto the server. Put it on the server. If we're using a form that's already created by Oracle, we got to make sure that we change the name and customize it to our own. Once we have that, we have to make sure.
I think you got it.
Yeah?
You don't have to say anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
You got it. Yes. And remaining things are only processed, so you got the concept, so it's okay. Now, the only thing left is the template. Right? We generated the XML. If you run the concurrent, you get the XML. Now you need the template, right?
Yeah.
So you have to create an RTF for it. And you have to register it in Oracle. Because a concurrent program should know which template to assign to feed that XML data, right? So a template looks like this. the one which I showed you just now, the output, this one is actually looks like this when you create it. This is a template. So these are all XML tags. Usually we have this kind of things. This may be an old one. Here we have the tags. We usually do, means from the time I'm working, I have things like this. And you can also write by hand, you can write all these things. But I don't have much experience. I have copied this template and just added this here. Okay? So all these codings which are done here, like see if this CF customer is null, then have these, and if, and you those kind of codings. We
so you could put the code in the tags too?
Yes,
okay.
we can have.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can put the direct this. See, you will always have a group. So in a report template, we have logics. We should have, because we can have master, detail, the data model. So each data model will have a group. If you go here, see G order number. It's a group name for this section. Okay. So when you do this templates, see G, this. For each G invoice, so there should be some G invoice. 1 second. It's G order number. Oh, both are not. This RDF is not for this template. Sorry. This is a different RDF and this is a different template.
Oh, okay.
So for each group, it starts here. So it will repeat this section. Let's say it says for each invoice, right? For each invoice, it will repeat where this end G is ending. There will be some end for loop. Yeah, here. End. So for each invoice, this whole report will get repeated, the bill, the whatever section inside. So let's not go into that detail, because once you start working, you will know more. You just know the structure. So we can do coding, we have these columns and everything, okay? Now is to make this template assigned to that concurrent program. Oh, sorry. We have to come to this responsibility XML publisher administrator.
Okay.
And then we have to go to data definition. This is an HTML page. So we go to this same program which we were looking. You don't have to do so many things for the one which I have emailed you, but just to give little bit idea what you are doing. NMC AR. Yeah. So this is a short name, right? So you have to copy this short name. So when you define you need to define a template for a concurrent program. You have to do two things in XML Publisher. First is data definition, second is template. So in data definition, your code should match with the code of your concurrent program. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
And these things you can do whatever you like, and these has some purpose, but let's not go more details today. So you just know that you have to create a data definition and with the code same as the concurrent program name, and then you have to create a template with the same code. Oh, I have my bursting spelling wrong here. Okay, let's edit it. So you have to put your data definition name here, what you just created, right? Your code should be same as concurrent program, and the RTF you are creating, you have to upload it here, the file itself. You can download it, and when you create it, you will have an upload option because this is already created. So you will have you will have what is the type, it is RTF, and what is default output, it should be PDF.
Where is the PDF sent? Is it just downloaded, or how does that work? Or does it just show up on the HTML page?
I didn't get your question.
So the default output is a PDF, right? That's the way that the report is going to get.
Yes, so
You
when you run the program, this was the program, right? This is which you are seeing to now.
Yes.
So if you go to the details, when I submitted, see the layout name came here already. Okay? What is this layout name? This name. So when you submit a concurrent program, the first thing it sees that your output is XML or not. If it is XML, it will go to XML publisher, and it will look with its same code, it will look for template. It will look for template. And when it will find the template, so it knows that now the XML output which I have to feed into this RTF, and my output is PDF. So just a minute, huh? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So it will see that the output is PDF, so it will generate the output in PDF. Okay. So this is the report. If you go view output, the output is in PDF. If it is in Excel, it will generate in Excel.
Oh, no, okay, I understand. No, I was just asking whether, let's say you run the program, where does that file show up? Is it in your D drive? Is it on that? But you just showed me, it just shows in your output.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually this is report output. So if you go to diagnostics, you can view the XML which got generated.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Okay, sit. Just a second, Rafael, again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rafael. Actually, my son for today he is not liking his father.
Oh,
So
he's a little fussy today. It's okay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so everywhere he is going, he wants to be there. And nothing. He watch TV. Come here. Just one more second. I think my husband plugged out my TV. I have to plug in. Just a second, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. I was looking for yeah. I'm ready to go. I was looking over here. Mama, what's the key name?
So here what happens is
Mommy.
okay, I'll give it. I don't know. Okay, so for each tag, like you have the report, right?
What is the key?
So here, so if you want to see that what report in your report, which column fetched which value, that you can come here with the XML tag and check that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you know the template, what's the RDF, what's the template, and how to assign those, how to register in Oracle,
Mm-hmm.
and little bit idea how to debug. Okay.
Yes.
And when you develop, like even for us, nobody just told me how to develop it. We just Googled it, YouTube. You have everything to learn how to develop a new one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go through it. For here, we don't have to create a new RDF. We have to copy the existing, rename it, and register it with her specific things.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
So one report I will show you. Let's say this is the existing one. So you copy it.
Where are these
you-
reports coming from? They were just reports that they had from before?
Yes,
Okay.
this where for like Hearst is a new operating unit, new business which is getting added to the NEDEC, what do you say, production, Oracle production, right? So these were for some other whose name was CTKV or something, CTKV. For us it's Hearst NA, right? North America. So there was some CTKV also, they got added to Oracle. So for them this was created. So let me see one thing, okay, before saying whatever I want to say. What is CPKS means? Let me see this, RDF. Can you think of any idea why this is named as CPKS?
CPKS.
Because I can understand customer packing. What is KS? KB. KS. Okay.
I have no idea. I would assume that it's just because of packing, the PK, but another word that would come after packing, I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking it should be something like CTKB, but okay, whatever it is, you have to make a duplicate of this concurrent program. So first thing you need to get the RDF, okay? So RDF, you can get it from this path, okay? Or okay, so what you have to do is a copy of this program, okay? So what are the things you have to copy? You have to copy the concurrent program, you have to copy the executable, you have to create a data definition, you have to create a template, and also rename the RDF and upload it to the new template, and also rename the RDF and put it into the server. Did you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You got it?
Yeah, it's
The
just a lot.
idea.
It's just a lot.
Yeah. And then assign it to responsibility. And it is packing one, so you have to assign it to OM setup Hearst. Do you want to do it yourself, or do you want me to show you?
I would rather you just show me one, and then I think I can handle the rest.
Okay. We have like for now we have around 3 reports for each you have to do. I think this one is already done by Bridge, and this too, and I have another in my list. So I'm little bit confused, like this is what I have asked, right? Should I use same RDF name or should I create a version?
Oh,
You got it, right?
yes.
What I asked?
Yes.
Yeah. So before he answered this question, I'm just thinking to keep the RDF name same now. Okay. And if he's saying no, create a new for yourself, then we will come to executable. We will go to the executable and change the RDF name. That's the only thing we have to do for now.
Okay.
Right? We have to change this name. Okay, let me do for one. So before that, we need to get the RDF and RTF. Okay? First step is to get the RDF and RTF. For now, I'm taking the RDF from server, but we actually need to get it from the repository. What is repository? It is it is somewhere like there are so many business is working in Akira, right? So maybe for host we're changing something, for another team they're changing something. So everything should go through one path. Whoever migrating anything to production, it should go through one person, I would say. And one person is a one tool here. Yeah. So whenever anybody, like for us, if we are doing some changes for this one, so we will upload this RDF file into their tool, and then we will ask the team that we need to get this migrated to production, because in production we don't have access to do anything. It's a production system. And to maintain revision properly, so there is a place where you have to upload this RDF. So let's see, you uploaded the RDF there, and somebody at the same time want to do the same some changes on the same file. So that person will go to that tool where we have uploaded it, that is with a repository, and get that RDF downloaded from that tool, because he should do the changes over your change.
Right.
Your change should not get overridden, right?
Yes.
So for now, I'm taking the file from here, but maybe next week I'll get the all the RDF which needs to be changed, renamed from the repository. Okay. I never accessed that repository yet, so I have to do little bit. I don't know how to do it, so I have the steps given by this guy, Nitin. He has given me the steps how to do it. All the access details and everything, his password and everything. So I'll try to do it. I'll show you after I'm able to connect and do everything. I'll show you then. Okay? Because I myself don't know what to do. So for now, first step is get the program name here, the packing one. Let's copy it. And because this guy didn't tell us what to do, let's rename it.
Okay.
Because that will be less work if we have to revert it. What? Oh. I didn't copy it. I don't know what's happening. One second. Okay, so let's take the RDF first. Let me create a folder. So this is the executable. So we search the concurrent program. Now we are going to executable. Third is to get the RDF from server. So we have our short name as custom shipping WSH. So I know the path is XXWSH. So I'll go to the path. You can see XXWSH, and next is WSH CPKS RDF. CPKS RDF. So this is the one. So I go to my folder.
Oh,
I get this copied. Okay.
quick was.
Next is my RDF. So I come to template.
No.
I have to search by concurrent program code. So let's go back, get the concurrent program code. চলে গেছে কি বললো সব ঠিক আছে
যাইনি কোথাও ও ওখান থেকে বাইরে থেকে রিপোর্ট দেখে নিল একবার দিয়ে আমি নিচে বাসিস কথাটা বললাম বলো ইয়া আমি হ্যাভ বিউটিফুল লাইট.
So we copy this short name.
বাইরে
We download this. So we have 2 development files which is needed for RTF, report. So we keep this as backup. And then copy it here, rename it. Packing, right? For us it was customer packing.